my muffins. Oh my Lanta. Hyliion stock is now officially Hyliion stock. It's no longer tortoise acquisition. We can get rid of the tortoise. The tortoise can go back to the jungle and do its tortoise things. Find another pretty tortoise to make some babies with or do whatever tortoises do. The merger is complete. Hyliion stock has given tortoise acquisition its cut. They're done with them. They've cut them off. So in today's video, we're going to be breaking down all things Hyliion stock post-merger. What does this mean for Hyliion stock? Its price? When is the ticker symbol going to change? How is the share structure broken down? This is some very important stuff. And towards the end of the video, I'll put a price target, a near-term and a long-term price target on Hyliion stock. If you're new to the channel, this is Touchdown Trades. My name is Kevin, your trading BFF, your stock market bestie. We are the #1 stock market investing and active trading channel on all of YouTube. These videos take me a long time to make, but I love making them. And all I ask for in return is to go ahead and destroy that like button. Give it the Touchdown Trades snake eye jab in the eyes. Right in the eyes. Alright, so as always, let's secure the bag by making smart investments and sound trades. Let's get it. Alright. We got some big news. The merger is complete. It got completed a couple days ago. It went through. The vote passed. All the propositions passed except for one. We'll talk about that in more detail as we move on. But before we get started, smash the like button, destroy that like button, kick it in the Weibos, give it the snake eye jab, give it the judo chop to the jugular. I don't care what you do, I just need you to do it. The like button and me have beef, so get rid of the like button for me. I appreciate it. All right, so if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We are the #1 stock market investing and trading channel on all of YouTube. I don't care what anybody says. We got the crown. All right, so before we jump into the news and talk about the merger, price targets, all of that good jazz, let's break down the post-merger price action real quick. It's been pretty wild. All right, so I got a 5-day, 15-minute chart pulled up here. And this was the day that we really sold off hard when all of EV was selling off due to Battery Day being kind of a failure or investors kind of selling Tesla off and Tesla being the leader of the EV sector. Hyliion followed Tesla and we sold off. But we recovered very nicely, right? We've recovered nicely and we're retesting those all-time highs. The merger came out as going through on this Monday. We gapped up into Monday morning and it looked like at one point we were up about, I think, 10-15% on the day. We pulled back very hard. I think that was a buy the rumor, sell the news kind of effect, where kind of your newer retail traders were buying in on the news that the merger went through. And that's not the way investing and trading works. If you try to buy news, you will lose money. And that's what happened, and the smart money sold it off, flushed out those retail traders who were trying to buy at the highs on the news of the merger going through. And then they scooped up the shares on the dip. And then by the end of the day, we had regained all of that sell-off. So that was the first day after the merger went through, and it's just been really kind of choppy since the merger has gone through. We haven't really had any major move to one direction or the other, although today we started to sell off very hard, sell off all the way back down to $44, but it got sucked right back up, and we ended up closing up near $50 a share. So what do I think is going to happen with this price action? Is it going to go up, or are we going to have a pullback post-merger? We'll talk about that in a sec, but first let's break down some merger news and talk about the share structure and some very important facts regarding Hyliion stock. So when is the ticker symbol going to change? It could be as many as 2 weeks out before we see ticker symbol HYLN instead of HLLL. I don't think it'll be 2 weeks. It's going to be nice to see in our investment portfolios that symbol finally change over to HYLN. And for all you people who comment in the comment section saying it's not Hyliion, it's Hyliion, I say Hyliion, okay? I don't care. I've made a load of money from this company. I call it Hyliion. I love the company. You call it Hyliion. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. Whatever, dude. Roast me in the comments all you want. I don't care. Hyliion, Hyliion. For the rest of the video, I'll call it Hyliion. But I think it's Hyliion. All right. So Hyliion should be, the ticker symbol for Hyliion should be switching over in the next couple of days. Could be a week, could be 2 weeks, but does it really matter? We got what we wanted. The merger went through, and in my opinion, that's all that really matters. Thomas Healy, the CEO, my boy, is the youngest self-made American billionaire in the United States. What a G, what a G. I just wanted to go over this quick little chart. It's a comparison chart comparing some of the biggest EV companies, the biggest EV SPACs publicly traded right now. And I've been saying for months and months, Hyliion is one of my favorite because their ability to use the hybrid powertrain to bridge these trucking fleets to total electric within the next 4, 5, 6 years. These other companies trying to go to total EV off the jump, I think they're going to have a problem marketing their cars, their trucks to the fleets. I've talked about why in previous videos, but we can see Hyliion chart here in the green, in the green line, and it has been significantly stronger than its peers. And I believe that's smarter investors, smarter money, agreeing with my thesis that the hybrid powertrain is going to be the bridge to get to total electric. Let's talk about the share structure. Who really owns Hyliion stock? This is very important because of a factor we've also talked about in previous videos called dilution. If all these shareholders that own a ton of shares after the merger start dumping because now they're able to sell their shares. Previously, they weren't able to sell their shares pre-merger. If they're able to sell their shares and they start dumping, that is a big problem. So here we got the share makeup. The purple section here is the general public. Retail investors like me and you, we make up 43% of the company. We got orange over here, institutions make up 35%. So your big institutional traders. In the purple section, the reddish section, we have 15% held by private companies. I'm not sure if Tortoise Acquisition would make up part of this 15%. I know Tortoise Acquisition owns about 10% of the shares, or if they would be considered an institution, I think it would be a private company. Insiders own 0.6% of the company and hedge funds 5%. When Tortoise is going to be able to sell their shares, Tortoise was in this for the money, for profit. And when they're able to sell, they're going to sell. That 10% is going to flood the market, and there probably will be a little short-term pullback. I fully expect when Tortoise sells that pullback will get bought up, and we will have no problem. As long as a long-term investor, I really don't care, and I'll use any pullback to add to my position. So Thomas Healy, the co-founder, CEO, and the Publix founder must be considered part of the general public because Thomas Healy owns a good percentage, and the Publix co-founder also owns 13%. Publix grocery store co-founder made a big investment into Hyliion stock early on, and I believe he owns about 13% of the company, which is a massive amount. So I believe he has to be considered part of the general public. I don't think he's going to dump all of his position, the Publix co-founder, but we could see him start to sell a little bit, and that might be what that pullback today was about. This pullback today must have been somebody with a large position selling some of their shares. I don't know who it was, but it immediately got bought up, sucked right back up. I fully expect, whenever these big shareholders start to sell, take a little profit off the table, that for us long-term investors, it really won't matter. There may be a short-term pullback, yes, but for long-term investors, this thing is just going to be fine. So what in the world is this deal with Proposal 3, the only proposal that did not get approved in the merger vote? Well, to be honest, I'm not really sure, but it doesn't matter because the merger is still going ahead. Some big Utah-based investor had some apprehension about this Proposal 3, and he was able to hold this proposal up and not get it passed. I saw a video where Thomas Healy came out and said that they're going to have another vote to get this proposal done, but it doesn't really matter for the merger, and that the merger is still going to close by the 1st of October. So that is really good news. All right, so what is my plan with Hyliion stock going forward? And where do I think it's going near term and short term? All right, so I am currently long here at the $26 area is my average price. I did sell some into this spike. I was just up too big and needed to lock in some profit. I'm looking to buy any pullbacks back down towards $40 a share. If we do have any short-term, near-term pullbacks due to big insider shareholders selling their positions, I'll be glad to buy them from them. I'll buy anybody who wants to sell me their Hyliion stock. I'll buy it. If you know anybody, I'm looking for some Hyliion plugs. If you got the Hyliion stock plug, send them my way. I want it all. Tell them if they want to sell it to me for $40 a share, I want it all. All right, so if any pullbacks, short term, there could be some short-term pullbacks, yes, because post-merger, people are going to be able to start selling their shares, and selling equals pullback. But I fully expect these prior support levels that we've talked about in these videos to hold up. And 1-2 years from now, this stock is going to be trading much higher. It's going to the moon. And I expect this to be trading at over $100 a share by the end of the year. And by 2-3 years, I expect it to be trading at $200 a share. It's just so cheap. Compared to its peers like Nikola, it's just too cheap, right? This is a better company than Nikola, and it's trading at a valuation of like 1/5 the price, 1/4 the price. It should be trading up near $100 right now, in my opinion. So I just think it's too cheap, and that's what I think. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button for me. If you're new to the channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get alerted every time I post a video and you don't miss it. I love you guys. I love my trading and investing BFFs. I love all of y'all. Catch y'all in the next one. Until next time, peace.
Drop.